Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you for using my creator code whenever you purchase any Sims 4 DLC on the EA app or thesims.com. I receive a 5% commission each time you use my code, which means you're directly supporting me as a creator. I know there are a lot of codes floating around out there, so I am very grateful that you've chosen me to support in this way. Thank you so much. Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you are brand new, I am so excited that you decided to join me here today for another video. And you probably don't recognize the Sims that are on screen right now that we'll be playing with in this video. And that is because they're brand new. I'm not necessarily making a new series or doing anything like that, but I haven't posted a video in like a month because I was super sick for a couple of weeks and I needed some time to recuperate, honestly. And now that I'm finally feeling better, I just needed to kind of get in the groove again of playing the game and I don't know, just getting familiar with it again. It's really odd when you take time off like that. It can take a little while to get back into things. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna play for myself for a little while. And I got really excited about these Sims that I created and I wanted to share them with you all, at least in a video, just to kind of give you a little bit of insight. And I don't know, I just thought it would be fun. So this is Dominic Aloco and his daughter Maya. So Dominic is a young adult and he's actually a single dad to Maya. They live in Copperdale and I really don't want him to put her to sleep again. That is not what we're doing. She is wide awake and we're going to change her back into her everyday outfit that we just put her in and we're going to do some tummy time. But anyway, they live in Copperdale. Now this build, I've always loved Copperdale. It's grown on me a lot too in the past couple of months even, and my dear friend Reese, who I've mentioned before, his gallery ID is Yibs Plays, and I'll put it on screen for you now. He builds these rundown apartments for Copperdale. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. There's 4 of them. They're pretty much identical floor to floor. Some of the rooms might be a little bit bigger than others, like some of the bedrooms. There's communal laundry, vending machine, and let's just say they're not the nicest apartments. They're really not. There's a lot of trash everywhere. They just really are not kept up with whatsoever. And if I actually go into build mode, I want to show you some of the lot challenges that we have specific to Dominic's unit as well. Now, when, For Rent, when For Rent came out, I really didn't play with it that much at all. I know it was a little bit glitchy when it came out, and that's pretty much why, but there's a lot going on in this unit. So there are some positives here. We do have some positive traits such as child's play, peace and quiet, and good schools, which is pretty much why Dominic settled for this place in the first place, on top of the fact that he is a single dad with very few simoleons to his name. But we also have some lot challenges such as simple living and mold. Now, as of yet, in the couple of days that I've been playing with them, we have not seen mold, but the simple living lot challenge, something from Cottage Living, I never played with it and it's really hard. Thankfully, we have an infant and she is bottle fed, so we don't have to worry about actually getting food for her quite yet. But for Dominic to be able to cook any meals, yeah, he has to actually get his groceries and it's a little bit expensive. I feel like it's more expensive to get groceries than it is to cook like a full family meal. It's really, the balance isn't quite there for me. I've noticed because I think he spent like 80 simoleons just to get the ingredients to make himself mac and cheese the other night. And mind you, that's just one serving. Like, it's a little bit much, but Dominic is a single dad. And you might be wondering, well, like, why is that? You know, what happened? What's the backstory here? So we're going to learn a little bit more about them just as he goes over here to do some tummy time with Maya, because he loves tummy time with this girl. He really does. And while he does that, he's actually going to turn on, I think he's going to turn on the soul channel here, or R&B. So he's a big music fan. So he always has music going. Maya's not the biggest fan. She gets a little bit upset at how loud the noise is, but look at how happy he just got. She immediately started crying, and he just got so happy because he absolutely loves listening to music while he does anything. So Dominic here is childish. I was trying to make a sim that had, I guess we'll call it, I don't want to really call it a negative trait, but maybe a trait that could be perceived as negative. He's childish, he's cringe, and he's a music lover, which I pretty much already explained. Now, he does have the super parent aspiration. His sole focus is on his baby girl, so he has the added trait of domestic. Now, he does not want to have a child. This is due to a mod, by the way. I want to say it's one of Lumpino's pregnancy mods and or the childbirth mod. I want to say Lumpino. I think that's correct. I'm playing with like limited mods and CC at the moment, but I've still got some of my favorites in here. Now, here is what I want to explore a little bit further, because on top of not really having played the game in like a month, that means that I have not even explored the new expansion pack that much at all, Life and Death. And this is interesting. I'm learning as we go here. So he's actually experiencing grief at the moment, but he's experiencing denial grief. So I'm going to read this to you really quickly. Sims with this grief type gain bored and fine moods as they turn away from processing their emotions while grieving. Sims can cope positively by attending grief counseling, gardening, painting, writing, cooking, or playing instruments. If the Sim stays in denial, their grief can evolve into anger or blues grief types, prolonging their grief. Now you might be asking, what is he grieving? What is this man grieving in the first place? Well, he is actually grieving the lost relationship with Maya's mom. Now her name is Yasmine, and he's currently grieving their breakup. It's very awkward between the two of them. They drive each other nuts. They are broken up. And it could be because she's a little high maintenance and she's non-committal in the first place. If you want to add to that backstory, chime in the comments down below, because that's as far as I got. I think she's very non-committal. I think they were really young when they had Maya here, and she was not prepared to be a parent, and Dominic stepped up. And here we are. He has taken on the role of single dad. And now Dominic is deeply wounded because Yasmine is actually the one that ended things. Some wounds take a long, long time to heal. Being around Yasmine brings up painful memories for Dominic. And yet, Yasmine's furious with him. Again, chime in the comments. Why would she be so angry with him? Just the sight of Dominic gets on Yasmine's nerves these days. Like, how dare Dominic show his face? And she feels deeply connected, which I feel like is a lingering sentiment just from reminiscing potentially about their relationship and the good times, because they do not have a good relationship right now at all. They are not friends. That red bar in the romance category is all the way red. It is full. It is complete. So things are just like not great. She doesn't really visit Maya. She doesn't really care that she has a child at all. I feel as though maybe that's why she's furious with Dominic, that they went through and actually had Maya in the first place, and it's just not what she wanted for her life. Maybe she felt like she was too young to be tied down in that way, and she just refused to take responsibility for her daughter. And Dominic, who is, I'd say he's a family-oriented sim, though I didn't give him that additional trait. Perhaps it's something that he can tack on via self-discovery if that happens as he continues to interact with Maya. But he refused to abandon his daughter. And here he is in kind of a rundown, not great apartment in a good town, at least, right? Like a nice neighborhood, but not the best apartment unit whatsoever. And he is kind of struggling. He's got barely 3,500 simoleons to his name, and he actually only works part-time at the moment because he can't afford extensive all-day care for Maya, so he can only work part-time. Now, this is actually a part-time career from another mod that I just discovered. It just adds a bunch of different like part-time and or full-time careers. There's a few different options. I'll put it on screen for you now if you are interested in downloading it, but I thought it was great because I love having more part-time options than what we have in game, and this is great. So he just works in a warehouse at the moment. He is an FLT driver. That's it. Like, he delivers packages and works in a warehouse for some kind of maybe shipping company or whatever the case is. Doesn't really matter what it is, but he's doing his best, and he works at night. I think we were looking at his hours, 2 to 8 p.m. So it's pretty much the afternoon into the evening that he works, and he has childcare for Maya during that time. My thought, even though it'd be really difficult to replicate this, I've done it in another little mini LP where I had like a quote unquote neighbor caring for an infant while the single parent was out working or at school. And it's just very difficult. The game doesn't recognize that there's an adult that's actually there to care for the infant because they're not in the household. And you have to hire a nanny, or they end up going to, daycare anyway. So, there's a lot going on. Cooking is delectable. Flip those flapjacks. He's not making flapjacks. Toss that sauce. Dominic is in his element. Does he want to gobble up this opportunity to embrace that he likes cooking? Yes. Yes, I'm going to say yes because, please don't let that burn, sir. Because some of his likes, I did designate some likes and dislikes. So I always thought that Dominic loved baking. Like, he is a very domestic sim. All in all, he really is. He loves baking. He doesn't have very high skill whatsoever because he can't really afford ingredients at the moment because he's struggling. But he also loves dancing because of his love of music. And he likes fitness and rock climbing specifically. I feel as though when he was younger, he would always go to the gym and use like the rock climbing machine. Like, that was his thing.Maybe his dream at some point in his life. Ooh, maybe we could do a bucket list item. That could be fun. Maybe he wants to climb the mountain, maybe he wants to climb Mount Como. Ooh, that could be fun. He also likes video gaming, but he doesn't have a console at the moment. And the only music that I designated he disliked was tween pop music, because I anticipate when Maya gets older, if she enjoys that, he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle so much, he's going to dislike it so much. But he likes a lot of different genres of music as well. Now, another little tidbit of information about Dominic is he has like an extensive sneaker collection. I gave him like maybe 3 or 4 different everyday outfits. And for most of his outfit categories, oh, that was very cringe, he's wearing sneakers, even his formal wear. He loves sneakers, and he tries color coordination. It doesn't always work, but he tries. He absolutely loves sneakers. But I just fell in love with Dominic. I really liked the idea of this pretty happy-go-lucky single dad in kind of a garbage situation, to be completely honest, just doing his darndest to provide for his little girl. It just kind of warmed my heart a little bit. So Dominic has work at 2, and I actually have to get him to start working on some of these skills for his job. I didn't even look at this, that he has to get some skills up to get a promotion, and I feel like he's really vying for that next promotion. He needs to be able to earn more money so he can provide a better life for his daughter. He's considering university and stuff like that, but honestly, he needs a level of stability before he can do that. And something else I'm trying to do, I'm very like scatterbrained because I haven't recorded in so long, but something else I'm really, really trying to do is I'm trying to focus on the mundane tasks of my Sims. When I personally play, like when I'm not filming for an LP, I focus on those mundane tasks. I have them do laundry. They wash their own dishes and stuff like that. They take out the trash, like all of those things they have to do on their own. No. Make that a bathroom sink. How dare you? I should have done this before. Anyway, I try to make them do all of those things. And my thought is that we have to do some laundry at the moment. It just makes it a little bit more fun for me. I enjoy it. It does take some time. And what it also does is it forces me to put my Sims on a schedule, which is really, really, really hard to do, I think, personally. I think it's really, really difficult to do, and it can take a significant amount of time. So I'm actually gonna have Maya try to go night-night on her little playmat while Dad here changes into, let's wear some red today. He's got some red in there. He loves red and purple. Those are his colors. So he's gonna change, and I'm actually gonna have him do the laundry right now because we have on-site laundry. I was gonna place a laundromat in Copperdale. Yasmine! I feel like Dominic's gonna ignore that. I feel like he's gonna ignore it. I feel like he wants Maya to have a relationship with her mom, but he also doesn't want her mom to be, he doesn't want her to be in and out either. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't want her to just pop in when it's convenient and act like she cares or acts like a mother. I don't see that as something that Dominic wants for his daughter. I don't think he wanted this situation in the first place, really. I don't think he ever intended on being a single parent, but he's doing his darndest, and it looks like we have a property owner visit as well. We're just gonna send you home. Honestly, can we talk about how Panya is the property owner for every property that you ever create in the game? Like quite literally every single property. It's a little bit nuts. I'm also playing with dust on. I know. So since he has some time, though it might wake her up, maybe we should have put her in the crib. I'm gonna have Dominic do some vacuuming as well, because we try to keep this place as clean as possible. It's a little bit run down and grungy as is, so I want him to make sure that he vacuums frequently, does the laundry, he doesn't leave trash like overflowing or anything like that because of the potential for mold in this apartment. It's just awful, and we absolutely woke up Maya with the vacuum. Poor Munchkin. We'll have her look at some toys. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I need to read this. This is about his grief. Dominic is learning the hard way that denying grief is not sustainable. Over time, the unresolved grief begins to fester, resulting in a shift in emotion to the blues. It happened. It already happened. Blues grief, it officially switched over. He still has a bored moodlet from that denial grief type, but he's officially transitioned to the blues grief type. Sims with this grief type frequently experience sad emotions and are prone to gloomy interactions. Sims can cope positively by attending grief counseling, reading, painting, etc., etc. Oh, it looks like there's a change. They can get some relief with the logic skill and wellness. Maybe he'll practice some wellness. That might be kind of nice. Or playing instruments. These activities can help lift their spirits and provide a healthy outlet for their emotions. Poor man. He really is. He's struggling with this breakup. And I feel as though it's not just the breakup, though that is the cause in game. I feel like he's also grieving for his daughter because she, at the moment, is not going to have a mom in her life. And that makes him sad. That does make him sad. He wanted her to have... Oh, my little nugget! She rolled over to tummy milestone unlocked. Oh, thank goodness. That's great. You're gonna do great, my little nugget. Yes, you are. She's honestly such a good baby too. I didn't even show you guys. She's a very sunny infant. So she's a joy. She loves waking up in the morning. She loves doing most things, loves playing. And her only quirk thus far is that she's gassy. So she farts a lot. And Dominic has to clean some like pretty messy diapers, though she hasn't had a blowout yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. Just once, I wanted this game to kind of chill just a little bit, because this is not this is not what I was expecting. Yasmine just called again. Hey, yeah, it's been a while, but listen, I can't stop thinking about you. I need you in my life. Anyways, do you want to get back together with me? Oh no. The options are yes, I love you, let me think on it, and new phone, who this. So I feel like Dominic, he's in the middle of grief. He's grieving this relationship and what it means for his daughter and everything, but he's also grieving the relationship that he lost with Yasmine. Maybe they were like high school sweethearts, you know what I mean? This was his love. This was the love of his life, or at least he thought, until they reached young adulthood and she just completely flipped the script on him, and he's heartbroken about it. And even though it might not be the best decision for him to make, I don't think he would say new phone, who this. I think he would say let me think on it. Take your time. I'm here for you. Oh, that's kind of devastating to me. Maybe it's a glimpse into the old Yasmine that he loved so much, and it's giving him just a glimmer of hope that maybe this can be fixed. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know. It's so funny how I was just saying Maya hasn't had a blowout yet, considering how gassy she is, and here she goes. she just had her first blowout. I'm actually thrilled that it wasn't while Dominic was holding her, so he doesn't also have to take a shower, but we're gonna go ahead and give Maya a bubble bath. And I don't know, I might just leave this video here as well, just because I didn't really have a plan for it. I just wanted to kind of get back in the groove of filming, show you a family I'm enjoying playing right now as I kind of get back to my LPs and get back into building after this very unexpected time off. But I hope you all enjoyed this one. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, and I will catch you next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.